We are officially back here with the Comeback Champion Summit. This is Shawn+White here, and I'm doing this for a third time, guys. Absolutely amazing. Anytime I get an opportunity to share my story or be able to provide value, any wisdom or insights, it's just always truly humbling. So I titled this keynote, How to Deliver the Beast Within, because there was a time where I didn't know anything about that. I used to be very silent, very quiet. But I also learned and understand that throughout this journey, especially being an entrepreneur, I have learned to deliver the beast within and also be very confident in my gifts and my talents. So before we go ahead and jump into this, ladies and gentlemen, allow for me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Shawn+White, and I'm the founder and creator of Transformation Greatness, in which my brand is all about motivating, encouraging, and inspiring the masses. And with that, as being a speaker, I'm also a mindset and life coach, a hypnotherapist, a radio and TV personality with the Small Business Network, along with my partner, Dr. James McConnell. And I do many other different things as well. But you didn't come to hear that. You have came to find out how to deliver the beast within. And actually, BEAST is going to be an acronym in which is going to be for bold, empowerment, attitude of gratitude, sacrifices, and tenacity. And we're going to be breaking that down as we're going through this journey, because BEAST, it's more than just an acronym. It is a statement. It is a reflection of who you are, who your audience sees you as, who your clients and your community sees you as. And that is something that I absolutely love. So I want to go ahead and jump into the first one, which bold. Be bold. Be bold in what you're probably talking about. Be bold in your purpose, knowing that it will happen. And you know what's funny? I'm just thinking about it as of right now. And I remember when I was actually part of a marketing group, and this was in Miami, Florida. I had to be as far as in my mid to late 30s. And I remember that I started with this marketing company, and we were actually doing fundraisers and actually selling cell phones. Some of you guys may remember, as far as, the free government phones. And it was about 2 weeks. Now, mind you, I was just trying to get used as far as to the marketing material, because I never done any kind of sales like that. At that point, already done had sales through mostly door to door, business to business, but not that kind of sales. It was very different. And I distinctly remember that my trainer at that time said, "Shawn, I got a surprise for you." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. What's that? What's that?" And he said that tomorrow, which is a Friday, you're going to be leading the sales team in the morning as far as for our morning rally. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I was extremely terrified. Remember, I just started about 2 weeks ago. And you want to talk about being nervous that whole entire day and whole entire night. I didn't get any kind of sleep whatsoever. I was just super nervous. And there was a point in which I could have did it. Maybe you can relate to this. I could have either said, you know what? I don't know about this. I'm not ready yet. I could have made all the excuses in the world. Or I could have just been bold and by faith said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it terrified, but I'm going to do it. And so that Friday, I went up there, because we started at 8 in the morning. He didn't give me no time whatsoever. This was hilarious too. He said, "Hey everybody, how's everybody going? This is Shawn+White here, and he's gonna go ahead and lead the sales training. Go ahead, Shawn, take it away." And I was just stuck like, okay. But I remember on what I stated that night before. And I was going to lead by faith, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to be bold And I'm just going to trust in the process and trust in you, God. And whatever happens, happens. Well, to make a short story short, is that afterwards I got a rousing ovation. Don't remember as far as on what I said. Don't even ask. I don't even remember to this day. But only thing I know is that I did a fantastic job by the standing ovation. So being bold in your purpose. When people see you, do they see that boldness? Do they see that glowing confidence? Do they know that you're in the room, even if you don't say anything? Which brings me to my next one. The E stands for empowerment. Now, the definition of empowerment, just to even frame this for you, is the authority or power given to someone to do something. Each and every single last one of you that has listened to the sound of my voice, you have been given authority and empowerment for your gifts and talents to do something with it, positive, to give back, to get value, whatever that may look like. But you have that. And walking it, talking it, feel it, breathe it, knowing that it's there, that you are empowered. Not in an arrogant way, not in a braggadocious way, no. But knowing where your power comes from, that it's coming from your creator or the divine or the universe or whatever you believe in. And when you have that empowerment as being an entrepreneur or being someone that's looking to accomplish things in this life, people will see that. Which brings me to my third point, and I love this one, having an attitude of gratitude. Now, some people may push back on this and say, well, Shawn, you don't know my story. You don't know my situation. I'm going through a lot right now, and it's very tough for me as far as having an attitude of gratitude. And I'm here to tell you that as long as you're alive and breathing, as long as that you are able to move on your own power, as long as you're able to think with your right mind, having an attitude of gratitude is so imperative and so important that it's truly a gift. And that was something that really helped me out, especially during my darkest times. I remember a time as far as when I was homeless and I was broke and penniless. I actually shared this on my other platforms. And I talked about being in that dark space and literally coming from Miami, Florida to Atlanta, Georgia. Literally just having a shirt on my back and a couple $100. Didn't know as far as where I was going to end up. Didn't even know as far as on where I was going. But just knowing, having that attitude of gratitude and just knowing that things would be better, that really helped me out. Because you see, it was very easy for me to just throw in the towel and say, you know what? This is not for me. Let me turn it back around, go to Miami. Hey, I tried, right? How many of you actually heard that before? Hey, I tried, it didn't work. But see, for me, something was pushing me. And it was compelling me and saying, no, Miami, there's nothing there for you anymore. I brought you here for a reason, for a purpose. Was it easy? No, absolutely not. Was there a lot of trials and challenges? Oh, you bet. Was there uncertainty? You better believe it. But because I decided to have the attitude of gratitude and stay optimistic and positive in spite of everything which was happening, certain things started to move in my favor. Keep this in mind. We all have a choice as far as on what we want to bring most energy to. And during that time of being homeless, I just decided that even though this is temporary, but it won't be forever. It won't be forever. And so I had that in my mind already, that things is going to be for the better. Again, was it easy? No. Was there challenges? Absolutely. But I also learned during that segment that adversity builds a man's or a woman's character, and it just made me stronger. And it made me more tougher as an individual. Which brings me to my fourth point, which is sacrifices. That is something that if you are looking to do anything great in this world, if you are looking to scale to the next level in your business, if you're looking to grow as a speaker, if you're looking to grow in your profession, your job, whatever that you're doing, you must be willing to make sacrifices. Because here's what I discovered in my 45 years of living. If you're not willing to make sacrifices in order to move to the next level, then just be happy being mediocre and safe. I just believe that life is too short to be plain and safe. Isn't it awesome? Don't you get a rush by being a risk taker? That's the reason why that you're an entrepreneur. That's the reason why, as far as you're career oriented, because you understand and realize that sacrifices, it's all about risk. It's all about doing what is necessary in order to move closer to your goal, to your vision, to your purpose. There is no other way. It amazes me when I hear individuals that say that they want to get to the next level, they want to grow, they want to scale, but they're not willing to make the necessary sacrifices. They're not willing to step outside their comfort zones and do things which is uncomfortable to the point to where they become comfortable. They're not willing to invest into themselves, whether it's time, effort, money, studying, research. I ask you, what sacrifices are you willing to make in order to get to the next level? And I'm talking reasonable now. I'm talking about morally, because there are individuals out there that's willing to make sacrifices for the wrong reasons. But what are you willing to do in order to sacrifice? If you're looking to become a household name, if you're looking to leave a legacy, in which I'm pretty sure each and every single last one of you that is listening to the sound of my voice, that's what your true intentions are. It's to leave a legacy, to leave a mark, to have your family name to be proud, that when people speak of your family name, they are proud. Then what sacrifices are you willing to make? That's something that we have to ask each and every single one of us as well. And the fifth point, I want to go ahead and drive home. And this is something that is non-negotiable. This is what really, how to bring the beast, it really ties it all together. You got to have tenacity. What do you mean, Shawn, by tenacity? Someone asked me, what is my favorite animal? And I told them that it's the tiger. And they said, interesting. Why is it the tiger? Because a tiger is tenacious. They're persistent. They don't give up easily. And they keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. When they spot they prey, they're planning. They're strategizing. And then they strike at the right opportunity. And they are relentless. In life, it's the same way. You have to be tenacious. You have to know what you want. You have to make a committed decision and then go for it. In spite of the odds, in spite of what people may say, in spite of what the circumstances look like, you gotta be tenacious. And you gotta move with a spirit of excellence. And here's what I discovered, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you move with that spirit of excellence, when you have that tenacity and drive, people will see you, not for your outside appearance, but they will see that spirit of tenacity. they will say, there's an individual right there that's going to make it or die trying. That's it. There is no plan B, C, D, E, F, G. None of those exist. Because when a person is tenacious and they're just willing to put the work in, put the sacrifices in, when they have that attitude of gratitude, when they are empowered, and when they are bold, that beast comes out. And you know what also happens too? Is that they attract other beasts. And then they collaborate. And then that's when the magic really, really happens. So how to deliver the beast within? In closing, guys, I just gave you as far as 5 key points. But it's up to every man or woman to take these 5 keys, these 5 principles, and not only just write them down, not only just listen to it because it sounds good, but really believe it and breathe it and do it every single day, in spite of what it looks like, in spite of what it feels like, because you have that beast within. And if you would like to learn more, if you would like to connect with me, please feel free to reach out to me on all my social media handles. I'm on Facebook as Shawn+White. On Instagram, I'm under Mr._politic35. On TikTok and YouTube, I go by the same name, Shawn+White, Transformation Greatness. Transformation Greatness. And I'm available pretty much everywhere. So until then, family, it has been an absolute pleasure. And if what I stated on here either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, then may God be the glory, and I take no credit for absolutely none of it. Until then, you're all amazing. I appreciate this time here on the Comeback Champion Summit. And until the next episode, I'll be seeing you soon. Peace and love, family. Thank you for your time.